Lacking confidence is going to be a follow-on from a video I did a couple months ago. I'm going to link it at the top here, and it's actually the opposite of lacking confidence, how to gain confidence. Hopefully this is going to be a nice follow-on, and almost looking at the reverse side, or a different view on confidence and what it actually means to lack it and what you're missing out on. So confidence, obviously and objectively, I'd say, is a very attractive trait, right? Everyone wants to be confident, everyone wants to be confident. They want to have a high level of confidence. There's no, if you're confident and you can prove it, if you're talking about a skill, that's impressive, right? That's very attractive, as I said, not just on a sexual level, but in terms of people within your field, within your niche of that skill, will be impressed as well, because confidence goes a long way. If you can back your confidence up with your skill, that looks incredible, right? So we're going to talk about the opposite of confidence, right? Or having confidence, or lacking confidence right now. So viewing examples where we lack confidence. In my mind, if I lack confidence, I'm not happy with myself, right? Right now, I feel confident in myself and in my ability to do any task, right? This isn't me having an ego. It just means that I know that if I have a task in front of me and it's causing or problems pop up, I'm confident in my own ability and my work ethic and me as just a whole individual that I can overcome this problem no matter what niche I'm talking about. Yeah, it may take time. Yes, it's obviously going to take effort. But once I've understood those and accepted them, that's how I overcome this issue. So I think it's very fair to say, if you're not accepting of the situation you're currently in, if you don't accept, like I just gave an example, if I'm not accepting that, yeah, it may take time, and yeah, it is going to take effort. If I don't accept those things, confidence is never going to brew, never going to grow. Because you're not allowing yourself to engage in these experiences that will put you in discomfort. But having the confidence and backing yourself is the only way forward, is the only way you'll see growth, especially in areas you're not strong in. For example, if I started trying to play an instrument, I'm a complete beginner in that, a complete novice again. And so I'm confident in my ability. If I had a passion suddenly to learn an instrument, I'd put all my time and effort that I wanted to into it, and I'd improve in it. Because I know I'm a confident person, I understand and I'm confident in my own ability. If you aren't happy with yourself and aren't happy with your own ability in a subject or a niche that you are passionate about, you're never going to be confident in anything. So step one is becoming confident in your own passion, right? Whatever that may be. Let's use fishing, for example. You love fishing, you're very passionate about it, but you're lacking confidence. This is a great place to start. If you love fishing, you want to put time and effort into it easily. There's no squeeze of inside of you where you're like, oh, I have to do this. You get to do fishing because you want to do fishing, right? So that love is an instant push towards inner flame. It lights that inner flame inside you and push you towards it. So that's the easy step, right? That's easy for you to carry on with. So once you have the fishing passion, now you're gonna want to watch videos on people who are better than you at fishing. If you accept, step two, you're accepting that you aren't where you want to be in your passion. You found your passion and you want to improve in, but you need to accept that you're not as good as you want to be, right? And accepting means you have to understand and drop the ego aside that you are terrible. You're going to learn, but be confident that you're going to learn because you want to learn. So you're going to watch other people do it. You're going to get taught by other people. You could pay for lessons. There's many different avenues you can go for this example, right? And most importantly, in my opinion, is surrendering, right? And what I mean by this is surrender in this example, number 3 right now, what you can't control. So for example, you can be very confident in this fishing example, but let's say it's a stormy weather, the waves we're on a boat, the waves are very hectic. The chance of you fishing successfully is very slim, right? And guess what? You need to surrender to the situation you're in. You can't control the weather. Accept it. No point getting frustrated about it. But your confidence should remain high, because anything that gets thrown your way, if you can't control it, drop it. Why does it matter? Focus on the things you can control in this situation, right? What can you control? You can control your fishing and mindset towards the next fish you're trying to catch, right? You can control the speed at which you reel fish in. You can control the approach that you have towards this next fish, right? These are things you can control. Things you can't control are the weather, right? Whatever happens throws at you. Things you may not also be able to control is if your boat somehow has a leak. Things like this where that may affect or jog your confidence. You're like, oh no, I can't do this now. This happened. You see it a lot of times when people, this is a really, really good example. If you've been driving, you are driving, and you've had an accident, right? You've hit someone. Even if it's the smallest, like bump, right? Naturally, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel maybe embarrassed, disappointed in yourself, and guess what? Less confident next time you go into a car. Why is that? Because you've had a negative experience with driving. Albeit this was your fault, most likely, right? You've gone into the back of someone, even if it's a quick bump. You were in control of that action, right? You were distracted. You just weren't paying attention for some reason with this distraction. You've gone into them, right? Now, guess what? Your confidence is rocked. This is the difference between confidence in a niche and confidence in yourself, right? Yes, my confidence may be not in driving, but I'm confident in myself that I can get my skill and my confidence back in that, right? It's almost like a little bit of an inception of confidences here, but the deep down is the confidence that you want is in yourself. Once you have got that unlocked, anything, like I said at the start of the video, anything you delve into, you'll have confidence in, because you already have confidence in yourself, and that's the first step you need to take in anything you're doing, passion or not. As soon as you're confident in yourself, you can tackle any problem. So with this car example, yes, I've just hit someone, yes, I've just hit the back of a car, but I'm confident that I can overcome this, because even though it's a negative situation, this overwhelming confidence of, right, I know, I understand, I accept what I did wrong, right? I accept what I did wrong. I could have controlled it better. Move on, work on it, and don't do it again. You've turned this situation into a lesson because you've learned from it and grown from it, and that's beautiful to see, inside and out. You know, whether you are the person who's seen the growth or someone from outside in has seen the growth. What a feeling that is. And I think we should be always striving to do that. So therefore, summing this up, lacking confidence doesn't get us anywhere, obviously. And I've talked about 3 ways in which you can improve your mindset towards confidence, and how to take those first steps in removing yourself from a negative situation, understanding, right, how can I gain my confidence back? And it all boils down to you, and how you have to have confidence in your own ability in anything you tackle. Leaving you a quote as always, Marcus Garvey has said / written this one: with confidence you have won before you have started.